guys ready? Assalamualaikum. We're gonna clean Squeaky's cage like we do on every Sunday. It's got a little bit late. Alright guys, I don't have enough time to explain because we have really little time to do this, just to tell you. But I'm sure you guys already know, so I'll tell you some of the steps. First, you take these things. This cup, we just keep it if we need to put water and we need to pour it in there. Poor Squeaky is looking, but we're going to take everything out. So, this is one of his most favorite rocks. I know. Whew. He likes it like this. I'll just place it like this for now. Let me just remember. So, if you place it just like that, that's how Squeaky likes it. I'm just going to place it like this for now. Alright, now, let's go all this side and get his water. Alright, yeah, Squeaky loves the heat. Ooh. And now, we put this, as you can see, there's so much skin. That skin, actually, Squeaky shedded it. How cool is that? There's some skin. I'm sure it might look gross. I don't like, woo! Then, here's the mealworms. You know what? You know something? No, never mind. I guess we just have to leave the poop in there. Alright, so now here we are. Next step is that we take the Squeaky out. Be really careful. You come really across the corner. Woo! I got him. And I have to be really careful because there's a heat lamp over here. Squeaky is not going to like it. And whoo! Oh, Squeaky. You're going to soon. And I'm not holding him by his tail. I'm just holding him like this really carefully. Alright. Now let me close this up because as you know, Squeaky is pretty good at climbing actually. So let's quickly close this up. Now guys, if you don't have to be in a rush, the reason why I'm in a rush because I have something to do after 30 to 45 minutes. I don't know. But we're going to keep Squeaky in a safe area where he won't fall. Let's put him right in this corner because there's a lot of heat from the sun going, a little coolness up there. So Squeaky will like that. Here's the heat lamp. Now, have to be careful. Now, I'm sure we need just a bit of help with this part. Remember what I always tell you? We have to grab it from two sides, so why don't we help? Alright guys, never mind. I'll do it by myself. But there's another technique how you can do it only with one person. I'll show you. First, you do this. Really gently, you do this. Make sure no poop or anything falls. Then, what you do is you take this and then you fold it this way up. And you take it outside. I recommend you hold this really tightly. I just saw a little bit of poop fall. Guys, now we're going to do the wipes. Now we're going to clean every corner of the Squeaky's cage. A Squeaky cage, and as you know, we have a trash can over here. As you can see. Alright. Now let's start from all corners. Now let's get everything out of here. Let's collect all the poop that's over here. Actually, we can collect that later. We have to make sure no crickets are in here. That we already know because I don't see a single cricket that's not even in here. Now keep on going to the side. 6 to 7 times is the best. Alright, I'm sure we had enough of cleaning with this. Alright guys, now we're making the finishing touches to this cage. Because as you know, I'm about to get done. I think we might need more than 2 of these. Alright, now guys, a third one. Yeah, so we do not want to hit the heating pad with the wipes. so we keep it as far as possible. We just go around the heating pad, go around the corner, as you know.
Is this the heating pad?
Yes, this black thing is exactly the heating pad. That's why Squeaky always likes to be there.
Okay.
Around his little rock in the middle where we're going to play. Alright, looks like the finishing touches might almost be done. Alright guys, now next step is that we're gonna take this little thing, this roll mat, so it can be nice warm. It's really fresh. It's come from the washing machine. It's real fresh. I'm sure Squeaky's gonna like the smell. Now you know how I recommend you should put this. Now the big rock, the rock that's down there is pretty heavy. It's just a little bit heavy, so I'm sure we should put the mat like this because it can hold down the mat. As you know, yeah, the heating pad is not warm right now. For some reason, I think that's because we have not started its light.
Maybe switch is not on.
The switch is, yes. Now, guys, we have to put everything back and we're gonna be, yeah. We're not gonna only be done, but as you know, we have to change his water. Let's get it. So now we've put this over here, and whenever you wanna even look at him, or where the heating pad is, you can feel it right here, so you can just put it a little bit right here. That's where I feel it. Alright. Now guys, here is one of the difficult parts. Now we need to know how Squeaky likes this rock because he really loves it. But I've found out already how he actually likes it. Hey guys, if you can, actually they actually give this rock at the pet store. Except Squeaky likes it, well, our leopard gecko Squeaky likes it like this. Or you can turn it around like this. Squeaky really likes his cage thing to be like this. We set it up last time, as you know. And just keep it really close to this one. Because this is also gives him a little bit of heat. Or whatever. Now we're going to take his second cave. His cool cave. We keep it right in this corner away from the heating pad. Yep. Ooh. Yep. And now let me just step right here. Now we put it like about like this way. Although you can curl up in the two sides in there. Alright guys. Here are some parts. Now guys, we even have to put some crickets with some calcium on them after this because, well, actually not calcium. This time we have to first take this. Alright guys, so now this is Squeaky the desert leopard gecko. His food, they're mealworms. As you know, those are some things that Squeaky the leopard gecko could have found when he had his new experience in the desert. I'm sure the pet store owners get them from the desert, so he's been eating a lot at the desert. I don't know which desert it came from. So we're going to now put this in his cage, but I'll show you what we're going to do with this water. It's kind of a new thing that I started to do with him now, with the water. Try to keep this right here. Now, you see his water bowl is empty? Now I guess you know what this water bowl is for. Now, we have to be really careful. So let's take it. Let's open it in a secure spot. Put the cap. I'll just leave the cap in my hands. And put the water bottle inside and put enough. Whew, that's enough. It's almost like you should have put about half a bowl because I know Squeaky, he like however he drinks his water can, if water never dries up, then it can last for a really long time because Squeaky, at night times, he only licks the water. I mean, the water does not run out easily, but it gets dried a lot after 3 or 4 days. But if you put just a little bit, I put it enough for him so it won't dry up soon. Alright, now Squeaky's cage is done. But we're just missing 2 things. we need to put crickets. Alright guys, here's this box. I keep on tripping from it so whenever I'm trying to do my work in this cage. So I'm sure that you should just put it somewhere else because we're done with this. Yeah. Alright guys, now I'm going to tell you why his cage is like this. It's because he's a desert gecko. Desert geckos like Squeaky, the leopard gecko that lives in the desert, they need a cool side and a warm side, plus a cool and warm side where they can have medium temperature, like house temperature. And here's his food and his bowl. They usually eat mealworms in the desert. Those are some desert worms you can find. And plus crickets. Crickets are a lot in deserts. They found underneath holes. Sometimes come into leopard geckos' homes. Alright, and this is his water. And they usually drink whatever the water they can find. They don't really need too much water. Alright, now let's take my cute Squeaky and that squeaklet out. Alright. Now guys, I have to tell you, you have to be careful when you hold him too. Like I always have to tell you. Because he's pretty fragile. And do you also remember something? We have to do his crickets too. The most funnest part. I'm gonna actually show you something. Like whenever he looks at the, oh, Squeaky, 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 you climbed all the way up to the top. Oh, smart Squeaky. Ooh, you want? Here, Squeaky. Here, like make space for him. And now let me just get a good hold of him. You can hold him in any way. Just put him back in there. Alright guys, now we're getting the crickets. As you can see, I have this cage right here for crickets. They can live in here. And these are where crickets live. It's going to be really hard to see them. So I have to look through them really carefully. And now guys, now you might be thinking, which one do we need? Do we need animal calcium or do we need reptiles, vitamins, and ultra vitamins? We need his vitamins every week. Whenever you change his cage, you have to put his vitamins, not calcium, so we can leave the calcium right now. And I'll show you. Now, you need these vitamins. They're really deep inside, so I don't... Now, first we have to get the crickets. So, let's see. There's no crickets in there. None. Oof, there's one. Let's be really careful. Oh, let's see. Oh no. Nothing. Alright, now you know what you do? Now you put these back. And you know what you do? You can do this. I'm really good at catching them. Now we need to catch some crickets. And alright guys, I have a lot of crickets. Well, I have a few crickets in there, so I'm just catching them all. They're baby crickets. The poor baby crickets have to be eaten by Squeaky. My cutie pie. Is he alive? No, this cricket is not alive. There's a lot of dead crickets. Let me just see. Oof, I have a lot. I think I have like 5 of them or 6 of them. Now, you know guys, you know something funny? The crickets always like to hide in here. So, you know what I can do? I get a shortcut. I can just put my finger and grab them all. Except it's going to be really hard. Let's make all the crickets jump out of there into their cage. You can do this too. Yep, as you can see. Now I see 1. Got him. 2. Woo! I got another one. Oof. 3 in a row. Alright, this one is one of the smartest ones that I've seen. Oh, sorry there. I know guys, even though we respect crickets, we still have to feed them. It is crazy that we have to feed real bugs to real bugs, which we keep them inside a little cage. You know what? I actually have a trick how to catch crickets. The crickets think that I can't see them. Watch this. No, it looks like they already got used to pull them out really quick. Ooh, I got 2, 3 crickets. I got 3 brunch crickets. You have to be like you don't care about these tubes, so that the crickets can think that they're safe in them. But we want the crickets to actually be Squeaky's food. Alright, we have enough crickets. Now let me show you guys. Now, you see this vitamins thing? Not ultravitamin. Now, you can't fit your spoon in there, right? So, there's actually another way. You actually use the other side. How crazy is that? You use the other side and try to put just like about 3 spoons of just a little bit. I'm sure they're really blurry white. Now they're gonna be super white because I just put a little bit extra so that my Squeaklet would have a better health. He would have a better health. I see them all. Now you guys better see this. Now let's get up close. Squeaky. Now guys, if you guys can go right here, I'm gonna stay right here. So no, there's a heating pad, there's a heating pad. Really careful. Alright, now see him? Now Squeaky, look at this. Now look at this. He's gonna come out right immediately. 3, 2, 1. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In go the crickets. That's all that I put. Now look at Squeaky. He might come out for some meal. I think he is. Alright. Squeaky. Ooh, I think Squeaky sees one. Ooh, Squeaky sees one. It's right there. Up the corner, guys. He sees one. He sees 2. Ooh, no, the crickets are hiding underneath that thing. Alright, now Squeaky. He should get out of his place. Let me just check on him. Oh, Squeaky wants to go to sleep right now. But Squeakies can smell them. Whenever a cricket gets close, really close, well, not too ultra close, like microscopic close, then Squeaky, my leopard gecko, can see him. Guys, do you want to have a little bit of a fun time until I have to leave? What do you think? Huh? Okay. If you say so. But I can't have it for too long. Now let's just do this final thing. Let's just close this cage up. And I remember the fun time. So we're going to have the fun time. But first we have to take care of Squeaky's closing up his cage. And we also have to put his lamps on. Now, to put just his lamps on, let's do 2 clicks of his lamp. This is what I mean. There's his heater. His heater does not glow up with light like the last one because the last one broke. And this one, cool heater, click. Now the cool heater, you can turn it off after school or whatever. Yeah. Now, we can open up the cage again. We can search for Squeaky. Hey, Squeaky's out, guys. There you are, my Squeaklet. Woo! There we go. Now, he's right here, and I'd say you grab him right from here. Now, if he wants to go on the other side, you can go on the other side. Let me just go for a few seconds, please. Squeaky! Squeaky! Squeaky, I think he wants water, maybe, if he goes towards the water thing. Oof, oof. Oh, my hand's just a bit wet. Ooh, they're just a bit wet. Here, hang on a minute. Let me hold him with my other hand. For fun time, I do not want to flip him upside down again because I don't want to threaten him anymore. Yeah, and you don't have to stand up so much. Actually, this is wet. So let's not stay on the wet side because Squeaky does not like wet floors. Yeah, as you know, Squeaky just dried up a little bit from the water that he just went when I was trying to catch him. To show you a fun time. If he just gets on your legs and is about to jump off, you and he stays there, and his toenails can actually break too, you know, if you pull them off really harshly. So you know what I do? He likes to walk whenever you touch his tail. So you can a little bit touch his tail, and he's not going to lose his toenails just by walking if you pull him off really harsh. But if you pull him really gently, then. So something that I do is that I just kind of touch his tail just a little bit so he can start walking again. And you know something? Squeaky also likes to be in the darkness. So Squeaky also, his head, he likes to be in here when he's calm. Oh, Squeaky, I'm sure you want to get out there now. That's one of Squeaky's favorite things. You know, Squeaky, he a little bit stings too whenever he walks. Yeah, but it's not such a big deal. Woo! And you have to hold him the right way too. He has a little bit of these bumps, and he shedded skin, as I told you earlier, while we were cleaning up. He has this blue coloration. Now I'm doing Squeaky. Yeah. So I think we had enough of fun time. Remember what I told you? Only a few minutes. I have to leave now, guys. Okay. I wanted to tell you before I leave, you can't hold Squeaky more than 30 minutes because some reptiles, or maybe all reptiles, I don't know, we might have to only hold him for 30 minutes if we'd like. Alright guys, now we have to clean his mat. I know that's more chores. It might take you like 30 minutes to clean up his cage. I know, a lot more chores. But guys, don't worry, it's just something you have to do every week. You don't have to do it every day. I'm so glad we don't have to do it every day. I'm glad we have to do it on Sunday. We have no school, but we got late, so it's only like Wednesday school day. Try your best not to get late. It's fine if you get one day late, because there's going to be nothing that's going to go wrong. You know, Squeaky's not going to get a headache of his cage. And you know what, guys? We need to use our wipes, and bring the trash can. Alright, we'll just use this trash can right here. Now, the most mess that was made by mealworms yesterday, when I was trying to get them, a lot of this fell. So now, guys, now this is how we do it. This mat is much simple. There's no heating pad, so you know what you can just do? You can do this, you can come down, you can clean everywhere. The heating pad might get messed up, so maybe it might have to be messed up forever. You might burn your hands if you just use tissue papers. Alright guys, so we can't clean this because wipes don't work for this. It's going to take forever to do. With the wipes, it's not going to work. So instead, we just are going to, from now on, use a vacuum if this mat gets really dirty like this. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. As you know, we vacuumed this mat up. See you next time. Inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.